What is going on, you guys? Are you meaning to tell me that just by spending an extra 15 minutes, I could save 15% more on my car insurance? Because I spent an extra 5 minutes getting things together for the stream, and everything worked. Funny, you spend your time wisely, it actually ends up working for you. How's it going, you guys? Blake here for the Little Regret channel. I'm going to do some more daily races today. I had a really good time yesterday, somewhat unexpectedly. So I think that we're going to try and improve on some times and get it all together and package it all up, put it nice and wrap a little bow on it, get 2 or 3 races done tonight. So we've been going for just about 10 minutes. You guys have been sitting with me on the starting soon screen, but we've got everything working. We got thumbnails. We've got GoPros working. We've got webcams working. We've got chat working. It's almost like I planned to do a stream today. Almost. You could be forgiven for thinking that was what I intended to do. But it looks like we're working out well. Monitoring levels and monitoring all the things. We got the music, we got all the fun stuff. I'm going to go ahead and close stream timer now, since we don't need it. And you know what? We're going to hop right into the racing. And I'm going to go ahead and do this so I can see chat on my... I can see all the chat now. It all is working. You would never think. You would never think that I actually have been doing this for more than a year. Much less 3. Until today. But, speaking of today, there's a couple things that are going to be different about today's racing as opposed to yesterday's racing. So it's not going to be just same exact parameters. Yesterday we were driving the Corvette Group 4 on Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa's layout for Race C. But today we're going to drive the 650S. I like this car a lot. I'm feeling a little bit more of a proclivity. Maybe not in practice, but I like the car a lot. It seems like it's doing well on the boards too. So I think we can honestly get that 40.3 down a little bit. It's going to take some doing, but I think we can do it. So the only way you know is when you try. Because the only car I tried yesterday was, in fact, the Corvette. And it treated me well. I was tempted to switch off at some point, but the Corvette was treating me really good. So I stuck with it. And I said, that's what I'm just going to do then. And I had some really good races. I threw away good results in the first one. Just had an accident at that corner I just passed. Went a little wide, spun the car out. Lost like 3 or 4 positions, maybe more. I recall finishing like 10th. And then second race, I pitted way too early. Tire wear became a factor, and I had to really work to save the tires. We still did decent. I think we got 7th on that one, but we really could have been in contention for a higher spot, despite qualifying, I think, roughly 8th to 10th on all 3 races. Third race, we qualified 8th. We got all the way up to 3rd at the end of it. It was sort of the moment where he felt validated for everything we were doing up to that point. We had a good race with that. And then the final one, or the attempt at the final one, I should say, there were only 3 races yesterday. But we tried to enter a 4th, and I didn't see it with my own 2 eyes, but chat was telling me that I put the car on pole. Someone else was in my lobby as well. That was Blackstorm. Thank you again for the follow yesterday, Blackstorm. And I didn't see it because my PS4 basically locked up. And I was like, you know what? 3rd place ain't a bad place to end, so I ended it right there. And that was that. But today is a new day. It's going to be more people to race, more contentious. It's going to be tougher. So that first lap was a 42.0. We're going to see if we can improve a little bit more. 42.0 is not a bad place to start, but I think we have more time in it. And also the car wants to shift a little bit shorter. I can take more curb here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Likes it. Alexei likes it. And we got the GT7 music working again too. I forgot to mention that. Not that it wasn't working yesterday. I was trying something for the sake of science, and Seems whatever I was thinking scientifically was not the case. Took a lot more curb there. Penalty? No penalty. Ooh wee! I overcorrected there. That's a shame. That one would have been low 41. No, amazingly, we got it down to low 40.3. So, like, I'm happy with that. That's still plenty of qualifying time. And it's going to be a task to get back to that kind of time in this car. So we'll see what we can do. It's going to take us time. You saw me reaching up towards the webcam. I was actually opening the window a little bit so I can get some more air in here. Imagine a gamer actually wanting fresh air and touching grass. I did both of those things today. I touched grass, I'm getting fresh air. Crazy, I know. Unfathomable. Anyways, I should start focusing a little bit more on trying to put the lap together. Car's there, but I don't know if the driver's there. But everything is in the right place. I got my gloves, I got my Sparko shoes on. We're trying to impress. We're dressed to impress. And the car feels really good, really steady in the hand. Like, I know we're going to be able to do some damage with this. I just feel like the Corvette, oddly, had a little bit more in the back pocket. It almost feels blasphemous to say such things. Oh, it does. This thing does turn in better, though. It doesn't quite get out of the corner the same way as the Corvette. I think longer wheelbase, but the car is way more eager on the way into the corner, and that's a giant attribute to have with these Group 4 cars. That one's at 41.8, so not too much faster than the previous lap. But that's the point, is that we're taking our time, we're getting used to the car, we're learning what it likes, we're learning what it doesn't like, so that we can be closer to the pace that we need to be at, ultimately, for today. Wouldn't have been a bad idea to get on Smurf to do that, but I want to still, like, go in and learn and use my time. Make it count, I guess. Who knows? Ooh, that went wide. That went very wide. We gained some time, but that went very wide there. Plug it in. Wasn't quite as fast, but we got a much better exit there, so that'll help us. Easy over the curb. And get in there late. It seems like it doesn't want to go for the gear sometimes. Just kind of holding station. If I can get within a second of my qualifying lap, I'll be happy. But I think the real measure is, can we get it can we get in the neighborhood? I keep forgetting you want to short shift this thing. It wants to be short shifted. Because the rev range is similar to the 650S GT3, but the car has the rev limiter of the road car. So it's really weird. Making the same kind of power, effectively. 40.986, that's a good place. We're about 0.6 off of our qualifying lap. And I think there's still more time we can throw at it, so let's keep throwing time at it. Find out what we can get away with. I'm gonna check the times. I'm gonna finish this lap and I'm gonna check the time. How about that? I would wait longer, but I feel like I don't have that much time. And I do want to get in for the 7 o'clock race, despite what I just said about wanting to spend more time and get used to the car and qualify and all that fun stuff. Ooh, my foot slid off the pedal there. That was an interesting phenomenon. Not the first, but I mean, you know, interesting no less. Alright, if that's not a penalty, I have a problem. Because I clean cut the course there, like, every bit I could take. Are track limits just not being enforced at all? Because if that's the case, I'm going to start doing some very different stuff. I mean, kudos, because I think they know what they're doing, but I'm going to start doing some very different stuff to test some things. Because I don't think that Yamagiwa is a track where you can really gain anything by cutting. They're like, we gotta know where the limits are at. Yeah, I don't know. There's some corners where this car is actually just noticeably worse than the Corvette, which is remarkable to me. I can't believe it. But there's some corners where the car is just notably worse. Turn 1 is a great example. You get more of that down-low torque that the car actually needs to kind of function. In that like 6500 to 7,000 range. Oh, I said I was going to stop after that third lap. I did not stop. I'll stop now. But you see, we're learning stuff. We're figuring it out. 18.3 already just on qualifying. That's kind of nutty. Do you want to, like, let me go, maybe? Did this lock up? Did this seriously just lock up? That's cute. What's going on, Blackstorm? Good to see you. I seriously cannot believe this thing actually just locked up. I think I'm starting to get a better understanding of what's going on here, and I'm really annoyed. Understanding, sympathetic, but annoyed. I'm gonna turn up the fan in here to compensate, because I think this might be a heat-related issue. How are you doing tonight, though? How have the races been going up to this point? So I wanted to jump in a little bit earlier, but I got really caught up. I was doing all that bragging. I was doing all that bragging about having everything actually working and ready to go tonight. But it did take some time to get everything set up and ensure that it was working. And my computer was also sort of taking a dump. So I had to full reboot, all that fun stuff, and it was fine. Life goes on. Did a race earlier and it went real bad. That's the feeling sometimes. So, I understand where you're coming from. Give me 1 second to go grab this fan. We just got it figured out. Just about got it done. It was a mad dash to see if it was actually going to work. So that's really stupid that it didn't work, and I was having a moment and all that other stuff happened, but we made it in. By the skin of our teeth and by the grace. We're going to qualify third, so I'm happy with that. And Blackstorm is in. Doing a last to first, I see that. A couple other people I've raced with, a couple people from yesterday, and a couple who I recognize from other races. So we'll see what we can do. I feel like Blackstorm might definitely embarrass more than the few people ahead of him. So we'll see how that race goes. We'll be keeping an eye on it from our perch. But the goal is to not fall into chaos. Yeah, I'm going to turn up the fan a little bit more. I really am worried about the heat because this thing locked up twice in the space of about 8 minutes. So, yeah. You said, is a 650S decent? We're going to find out together. That's for darn sure. We're going to find out together. I've seen a lot of people yesterday using it. It seems like the car has got some of the right things, but it's not the most maneuverable, particularly in the long corners. That's where I think it's going to be the weakest. Like turn 1 and then the 130R corner. That's going to be one of the two of the worst places for it. Anyways, yeah, it felt decent in practice, though, I will say. It felt very workable. I got within about 6/10 of my Corvette time, which, I mean, it was a Corvette time, so I don't know what to say about all that. But, hey, we're here. I'm not that far off pole time, so I'm happy. And I feel like this car could have at least got me in and around. There's definitely still a little bit on the table in terms of pace. But it's on me to hang on. Good luck to you as well. Let's have a fun one. Some brake balance in there. Radar on. Let's get ready to fight. Like water, we flow. Because I think that our biggest issues are going to be slightly down on power compared to some of the other cars around us. But not by a mile. It's nice and gentle into turn 1. Just get it through. You see Bellini and Reisdorfer up ahead. Yeah, Advantage is definitely making some gains on the straightaway. Ooh, this feels like it's gonna understeer. Oh, that felt like it's gonna understeer there. Those long corners, it's probably one of the weakest areas for it, but it does turn in well. Just doesn't maintain steady state corners. This guy's all up my exhaust pipe. Okay, we're holding on all right. See if he wants to try something here. I want to try and get to the inside of the corner, maybe. That would be nice. All the way out. Still holding on. So I think if we can hold good pace, then the move is just to stay in this formation. So we see that Audi goes out way wide. Can we freight train him? Can we trap him there? I didn't touch him. I willingly refused to touch him. Didn't want it. Wasn't me. But yeah, we'll maintain the top 4. That's fine. Blackstorm's up to 7th. I see him working back there very quickly. Started 11th, if I'm not mistaken, so that was 11th or worse. I don't think this is the run that I want. This ain't it. This ain't the one. I can get him out of position, though. Not out of position enough. So that's fine. I'll lay back and try and play my cards. Alright, there we go. Now we're cooking with some gasoline. Nope, that's going to be curtains for him. And that's us in P3 again. I almost got on throttle too early there. We're still having some trouble with front tire wear. Front right is still going to be the problem child of this race. But we're keeping up with the Astons ahead, so that's what we need. Alright, let's keep digging. We're hard-pressed to even keep this gap to Cristiano behind. I didn't slow down the car enough for turn-in. To really wait for it to settle. It's tough. It's a toughin'. Tough MacGuffin. That Audi is slowly walking us. I'm sure they're probably having a hard time with tire wear, but they're walking us. And that's sort of what matters right now. If you can build up buffer, then you're creating more space for yourself to really have a good time. Like, he's not gone, obviously. It's 2 seconds, but, you know, 2 seconds said. Just nice and gentle here. Focus on getting a nice solid exit. I looked at chat. I'm not supposed to be looking at chat. Nothing happened in chat anyway, so... I look like a fool as I try and get some ground gained on P2 up here. Not the move. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. I had to be a little defensive there, getting that corner back. We got him out of slipstream range. He is super out of position. So that's us in P2. We got to work to maintain that now. 41.2 is a good lap to settle onto. In a little bit more. Put up on the curb. A lot of steering in it. It's going to hurt that front right tire, again, which we're concerned about. Up 6 early. Up on the curb. Up on the curb. Gap is growing, but I don't expect it to continue growing. We are holding pretty steady on pace. Now, Aston's going to have areas where it's a little quicker than me. And I'm going to have areas where I'm a little bit quicker than Aston. Going to be on it. Oh, crap, that was deep there. Not deep, but deep enough to be a problem. Like you can see, I'm losing time just because I didn't get into the apex, couldn't straighten up the chicane as much as I perhaps wanted to. Worth a tenth. If you can't get the ideal line on GT, then you're losing. Somebody quit or disconnected. Looked like a disconnect more than quit. Not certain. No, that felt deep. I might be having some tire troubles. Yeah, he's reeling me in. I got a little more pull than that, but he's reeling me in. Black Storm is in P4, giving him some trouble. Be really nice if he could start attacking right now, but he's already made up a ton of ground, so it's on me to just keep on actually moving up here. Part of me wants to pit early, but the other part of me thinks it's a very poor idea. I do feel like I've burned a bit more tire than I should have at this point in time. But I don't know if it's a good idea. Ooh, that was late, that was late, that was late, that was late. That's gonna hurt. Big time. Good exit off of there. We were able to salvage the exit. I had to really give up some mid-corner speed to do so. I think we stay out one more lap. Staying out one more lap. No reason to try and give up right now. If we can give them some trouble, then we can honestly make Black Storm's race better and everyone wins. I'm here for that. Stay out one more. Goes in. Alright, sounds good. They're both going in. I gotta respond this lap. That was always a possibility. But that puts me in a relatively good place. He's gonna try and go for the overcut, but I'm gonna have fresher tire, or undercut, but I'm gonna try and have fresher tires on the way out. So I really gotta push this lap. Maximum attack in. Maximum attack engaged. Yeah, it's a little bit of a slow exit. I got on the throttle a little early, and I had to kind of back before I could go to full. Okay. Take what we can. I really don't have anything for this Audi guy up ahead. He's got me covered. You know, this is him after 6 laps, and I don't think there's any hope for reeling. Go +1 on brake balance. Why did I go to second there? What was I thinking? I think I was thinking that it didn't get third. I thought it was only in fourth there. Anyway, the race goes on, and we both pit up ahead. Fresh tires, no fuel. Let's see if we can get lucky. Hot Mom and Xanda come in. So P1 through 5, P1 through 6, all in the pits now. P1 through 7, P1 through 8. Alright, we just about held on. Alright then. Yep, and we got fresher tires and we're still in second, so we effectively won that one. Black Storm, I don't know if... I tip my hat to you, because whatever you did, it worked. But I don't know why you're that far back, so I'm not certain I should be saying all that. I'll make sure that whatever you did, it wasn't in vain. Ooh, I went in a little too early there. I lost some exit speed for sure. If I were him, I'd be trying this. This is prime time right here. I'm gonna go mildly defensive. Oh, mistake from first. Mistake from first. Was a misinput. Go mildly defensive on the way in. Kind of fucked up there. I'm not going to give it to him for free. I'm not going to take unnecessary risks, but I'm not going to give it to him for free. How am I keeping speed doing that? That feels so counterintuitive. That felt like that felt like such a terrible turn 1. Well and truly. Felt awful. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I felt like that was a terrible exit. That was not too bad. We're both kind of limited in very similar ways. Alright. 3.5 laps to go. We got 0.5 a second. Oh my gosh. Come on, Black Storm, you're right there. You got this. You got this. I don't got it. I have to go defensive now. There's no choice. I'm giving him hell, though. I'm giving him hell. He's gonna make the move sooner or later, though. Like, you have to at some point. He knows it's not quite time yet, and you have to make that move at some point. I'm just trying to hold my own as best as humanly possible. Not compromise. Be smart getting down here. He's running me hard. I'm trying to not focus on the fact that he's right in my mirrors. But it's a pressure cooker. It's a pressure cooker. So much for an easy dub. Black Storm up to P3. I like it. Try and hold him up a little bit for you. At any rate, yeah, you're faster than both of us. I'm so lucky the draft is not that powerful because I feel like he's had so many opportunities to send it, but he might be conditioning me. This might just be conditioning, and that's fair. I think he's probably working just as hard to stay in the window, but I feel like he might also just be conditioning me. But also, his tires are worse. His tires are worse, and I at least am not fighting that end of the battle right now. So I just need to get gone. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And there's our 3/10. There's our buffer. Don't mess up the braking zone. Get all the way in. Wasn't perfect, but it's still going to be good. Holy moly. That one got ugly. I wouldn't jump here if it were me. (41.2). That's a good lap. That's a good lap. Oop, he's out, he's out, he's out, he's out. Get him. Maybe a bit optimistic on my end, but that at least frees me up. Gets him out of my slipstream. But there's a killing to be had. He might be vulnerable still. I feel like I brought it in a little too early there. So I try not to go out too wide there myself. Damn near put it on the grass. Come on, get him done, get him done, get him done. Yeah, let me focus on my own stuff right now. Oh, shoot. Get him done. Get him done. 1-2. 1-2. I like it. Ah, not quite. I'm curious to know what happened there. I wasn't looking back. I was focusing on me. That was a great race, though. $19.02, so pretty solid. Qualifying position helped a lot with that, but pretty solid. I think I fought all the ones I needed to. GG's on that Black Storm. You had to give it back. I'm guessing you probably bombed him up the final corner. Just trying to see what you can make work, and it just probably was a collision result. Yeah, good race, you guys. Anyway, yep, let's go ahead and scoot on out of here. Console storage space, huh? Anyways, that was a lot of foot and mouth, like waiting. There wasn't a lot of battling. There was a lot of waiting on that one. That was well managed. Just trying to make sure I was in the right place at the right time. But what we had to do now is we had to really try and get in that same neighborhood for qualifying times. Then it'll make sense. We'll make it make sense. Yeah. That was a cool one to really just like, I had a little bit of extra just like, I'm gonna sit around and wait and figure this out because I don't want to attack at this moment in time. The race really came to me. Pit strategy fell my way. I got lucky because the undercut's usually stronger. Because there's consequences to trying to force that pass. And whenever you are the one who has that position of relative control, you can kind of make them think about it. Be like, do you really want to do this right now and slow yourself down? And I was able to make them think at least enough to say, yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give the McLaren a try. It's good. It works well. It's very predictable. But there is that kind of like... The best way to describe it is that like, once the car settles into the turn, it feels almost like it's just constantly understeering a little bit. So there's problems. Like, I feel like I have to brake earlier in the McLaren than I did in the Corvette. That also might be due to entry speeds, though. Not quite. A little too much there. It's going to hurt the bottom end, bottom line. And that's the thing. I'm sure that a lot of people are wheel banging, you know, just to the extent that they can without really ruining someone else's race. But I really try and make sure I give everyone the exact amount of room that they need to not make contact. That was terrible. Alright, well, it's going to be the next lap then. It's got to be the next lap. .1. Let's see what we can do here. Dipped a wheel on the grass there. That was not ideal. Still 600ths up, give or take. That one was better. How much better can we go, though? Just trying to preempt the car's movements a little bit. Wasn't significantly better in the chicane, though. Wow, that was that much slower? I guess I got on throttle too early. That's disappointing. So yeah, we got closer there. Not gonna be able to get it this lap. But I mean, the overall pace is still in the, again, in the window. Car's consistent. I like it. Curious to know if we should try any other cars. But I wouldn't be opposed to going back to the Corvette, because really the only problem is that the tire wear is just worse on that car. But everything else is actually pretty on board. Like, there's no real other problems that exist with it outside of it just being harsher on the front tire. In a lot of ways, it rotates better through the later phases of the corner than the McLaren does. That was not the one. It's interesting I gained that much. Like, I slowed down more than I thought that I needed to, but just by taking that, like, straightening that out a little bit more, even at a slightly slower speed, it really made the Car liked it. Car liked it. Anyways, we're going to be in pole this time around. Black Storm in the 650, going to be starting 13th. In that Black Vantage, that was, I think, sat P4 last time, is now P3. Oh, and speed is back. Nice. I didn't love the way they were racing me yesterday, but I mean, at the same time, I don't think that they're a bad driver by any means. I think there was just a little bit of argy-bargy going on, but nothing that was, like, terrible, you know? 1 for 8 half-second show. I think, yeah, 1st through 8th, yeah. Oh, I don't know what they're saying, actually. Yeah, it's pretty tight. Pretty tight. Very few tenths separating all of us. Very few hundredths in some cases. Alright. Let's get after it. I have no clue how you made up that many positions that quickly, but hey, show me exactly how it was done. Show me exactly how it was done. Let's see, have a good race. Because 11th, or wherever you started last time, to 3rd, was spectacular. Didn't go up to 6 quite as early as I should have. Still on the right track, though. Beautiful on the way out of there. That was exactly what we needed. Whoa, that was a cent and a half. What the fuck, man? Fuck was that? What just happened? What is going on? I'm so confused. Can anyone just explain what happened? Get a clip or something, please. Like, can we get a clip of that? Like, I don't know what just happened. Like, that was a dive bomb and a half. I wasn't even looking for it. And I was like, whoa, I just happened to see him on the radar. And then this guy just not only murders me, but right after just gets out of the way. He's like, oh, yeah, I fucked up. That was me. And, like, those things happen, but, like, dang, man, that was nuts. Nah, he's gone. He's gone. Forever. see Black Storm is in the top 8 now, top 7. Maybe I just left the door too open for him. I don't know. Couldn't resist. Moth to a flame. As the car understeers dramatically there. That's the one thing I feel like I am worse on that little kind of chicane sequence in this car than I was in the Corvette. Corvette was super easy to post with that one. You got the slowdown right, and it pretty much the rest is all history. It wasn't very hard to get it to kind of pitch to do what you wanted, even if it's a little bit understeer on entry. It still was nice and easy. Oh, I waited way too long to get on throttle there. Still gaining, but way too long. Good news is this guy's not threatening me, but like I'm still a little worried, I guess. That's the best way to put it. Just absolutely launched it. Yeah, McLaren's working well for me. Take the lap back. Try and stay in the envelope, the bubble. I had to really trust I was going to stay on track there, because I was honestly not certain in my heart of hearts. Yikes. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I think we stick with the same plan, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, if I'm in a good place to do what I'm doing, then I'm just going to pit on lap 6 again so I don't have to worry about the tires. But we'll see if I'm proven to be wrong on that count. Yeah, I think lowering the minimum speed of that corner will actually really help save the tires some, just by allowing it to really hook in, travel a shorter distance, and also you can open up the steering a little bit more on the way out. So even if you're not necessarily clawing all that time back. Oh, holy moly, I messed that one up. I got the speed out, but I feel like I lost some speed through. Yeah, this is a weird race. I just saw M have feelings too. And I think I know exactly who that is. I couldn't see the name, and I'm not supposed to be looking at chat right now, but I just seeing it was... I think I know exactly who I'm dealing with. You joker. Yeah, what's going on, True Blood? Good to see you, buddy. Inside jokes. Alright, we got a box this lap. We gotta bring it into the box this lap. Keep it nice and tidy up here. You can see a bunch of people a little further back are already dipping into the pits. This is right around that time. We got 2 seconds to the car behind. We got a few more to the next car. We got Black Storm in 6th. I'm gonna shift up to 7th real early because the car likes to be short shifted. And brakes. And wait, power. But did I do it too early? A little bit. Honestly, I had to lift again. I was a little bit too early. Overzealous. Tires are falling off a little bit. Fortunately, this is going to be the worst they're going to be all race. So that's the absolute worst that they're going to be through that corner. So we're boxing this lap. Box. Alright. Let's just hit our marks. I feel like I got on the brakes a little earlier there, but that means we can get all the way on the apex. I can't get on powers early there because, again, this doesn't rotate like the Corvette does on Corvette corner exit. Corvette exit. Corvette exit, I like that. Should be the name of a band. Oh, goes a little wide there, still keeps it on track. Things I shouldn't be paying attention to. All the way out. And stay in the pit entry. Alright. Tires, no fuel. What car did we use today? We took a page from Yearbook. We took the 650S, actually. I saw a few people were using it when I was on yesterday. Saw you were using it, so I figured I was going to try it out. Go for it with my little Namco livery. Namco tribute. And we are safely going to come out in front. Alright, so we still got 2 seconds to the car behind. So if we can hold the gap, excellent. But that's our buffer. That's how much room we have to play with. So right now we don't really have room for mistakes. I can make one mistake and still be in second, but that's really about it. That's about all I got. As soon as you start to see the car hook in a little bit, get that positive yaw, get back on the power once it's on fresh tires. I knew that was going to be risky, but I did it anyway. Pretty much lost everything I gained immediately, too. But that was because I did it sloppy. So that's on me. Felt the car understeering. And all the way inside. I'm just going to use every inch of the curbs. I saw you put a message in. I don't know what that message is. I will check that in a moment. I think I might actually switch back to the Corvette for one more race. We'll see. Yeah, this thing, once you get into the long face of the corner, it really doesn't settle in, and I kind of dislike it. Like, everything else is great. The car works great. It's doing what it needs to do. It's more powerful than the Corvette. It's hitting higher speeds. It's easier on the tires. Generally, it's getting better pace. But, I don't know. I feel like I can do better. And Runs flat through here. Hotmon 420 is the fastest lap now, so I gotta try and claw that back. But they're 5/10ths quicker than me, like almost 5 whole genuine tenths. So that's gonna be tough for me to do in terms of race pace trim, because like that's my fastest Q pace lap in this car. So I don't know if I got it like that, if I'm honest. Well, I am 3/10ths up right now. Dang, we were close. 40.930. I guess once the car does burn off that fuel, even if it's just a little bit, it does help it really work. Alright, come on, Black Storm. Doing good on the lap times. And easy, easy, easy. You have to wait for the car. You have to wait for the car so freaking long on that corner. It's ridiculous. Good exit, though. Extending that gap. Beautiful. That was what we were looking for there. I feel like it's going to be a good sector if I don't mess this corner up. I messed it up a little bit. Still, 26 thou faster than the fastest lap. Let's see what we can do. We're really stretching that gap out, though. That's what we need. Ah, not quite. 913. Super consistent. Just not able to take it. I think our tires are going to start falling off just enough to make it really difficult for us to do that now. Alright, 2 laps to go. We're doing great, actually. Gonna wait for it to settle. Just give ourselves a little extra buffer room so we can get on power clean, not lose any time to that. We're up. Got some understeer there. Definitely lost a little bit of time. Not a massive amount, but, you know, it's not going to be ideal. Yep. I don't think I was great in that last hairpin, though, either. So yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do. I think that ultimately my game plan will be we're gonna switch to the Corvette again. Do that, and then I'll go over to the Smurf, and then we'll either run the Corvette or whatever car chat's feeling. We'll run that from the back and see what happens. So if you have an opinion, voice it now. Still got 30 whole minutes to figure it out, but if you have an opinion, let me know. I still can't believe that lapped. Like, I can believe it, but like, I'm just upset that I couldn't get there. I was close on two times of asking. That's all you can do sometimes, isn't it? That's all you can do. Just give it your best. This one should be a better race time because I had to do a lot less worrying and fighting with other people. Though that one guy in the blue Vantage totally dive bombed me on lap 1, but that shouldn't have been worth too much time. 19 minutes dead. There we go. Let's start a J-pop jazz group based on racing game card music and call it Economy Gear. I love it. I love it. Nothing but hits today. Black Storm's gonna lock down 8th. Yeah. It was definitely a very chaotic race altogether. Because Skid was second, or Skid was third. They finished 11th after that lap 1 debacle. That's 2 in a row. Couldn't get the fastest lap though. Right. GG on that one, Blackstorm. Let's see. Can't see the chat amazing from where I was sitting. Struggled with that thing, kept making mistakes. Yeah, the problem is that it's not... The one other thing I'll say, and I should have said this earlier, I don't know if I could have put the words to it at the time. The one other thing I'll say about that car is that it usually... It doesn't feel... It's not giving you the feedback that you're looking for. When it's doing what it's doing, it feels pretty dead in the hand. So, I don't know. I genuinely think this thing has to be like out of space if it's having issues loading the thumbnails, even. Alrighty. So yeah, we'll do 2 more. Because what? This is the 8 o'clock one we're about to head into? Yep, that's right. I'm gonna head into the 8 o'clock. And then for the half-past race, I'll go on to the other one. Well, yeah, we can either do race B or we can go onto the other account. So we'll see. I'm kind of tempted to go more for the latter than the former. I would say try to change as few variables as possible between each race, so changing cars isn't a great one, but I think we proved that this thing can keep up at least. Yeah, I like the dynamic of this thing cornering more, which is very strange. Like, when has anyone ever said that about the Corvette before? I don't know, but I like the way that this thing gets into the corner more. It feels tighter. Then again, the 650S is notoriously, like, kind of stiff in that regard. I.e., like, it's one of the least easy to rotate. But it's consistent, and if you can work with it, it's fast. But oddly, it's not showing any real... It's not showing bags of pace over something like the Corvette. Though I will say it was easier to place and be consistent. Just full stop. I feel like the Corvette's a little bit more alive in that regard, whereas I could really just, like, basically zero in and just do the same thing every lap, even while not doing the exact same inputs every lap. Whereas if I make a small mistake with a Corvette, it forces me to correct it in a more pronounced way. Probably because it's more capable of rotating past its own rear grip limits. Like that. Like, yeah, you can get it loose in the corner. Whereas you get the McLaren into a steady steering state, it's kind of just mild under the entire time. It does seem like the session speeds up every time from the first lap to the second, and I'm not sure if that's just placebo or if there's evidence to back that up. It feels like it always gets consistently faster, going from lap 1 to 2 in qualifying. I am feeling kind of itchy, scratchy, and also very hungry, so definitely this is going to be the second to last race, the penultimate race of the night. You might be wondering, what the fuck do you mean by I feel itchy, scratchy? Exactly that. I feel like my legs are itching. I was doing a lot of yard work and a bunch of ramble today, and fun fact, my legs now itch, so... Is it Ivy? I highly doubt it, but I mean, still, you know, you gotta be careful with those things. Crap. Oh, crap. Like, I was making mistakes. Not tons of mistakes. I was actually pretty solid through, like, the first half or even 2/3 of the lap. But, like, last sector, I made more than a few mistakes. And the car was still easy enough to put on a 40.7. Just because it has that ability to rotate more. 650 is really, really tough to get it to go... Like, you have to really manhandle that car to get to do what you want. That's the issue. You have to manhandle it to really get to do what you want. Yikes. Yeah, I actually can feel it more now. More and more and more and more. Needs practice. Yeah, I'd say so. Because I definitely was like, I don't know if I'm going to really have the pace. And I got within like a second of where I wanted to be. But that was about all I could muster. And I'm definitely not as quick. And like, I imagine if I went into like some of the meta cars, I might be able to pick up a couple tenths. I genuinely don't know. But the Huracan is working for people. The TT is working for people. The Veyron's working for people. The Aston's working for people. Thank you. Well, yeah, I will definitely say the 650S Group 4 is one of the cars I am more used to. I've put more laps in, so I feel confident with it. But it's got some sucky driving dynamics for sure. Oh, you did not. You did not just... I refuse to believe that you just locked up. That's frustrating. Because I can see the qualifying screen. I think the real issue here is twofold. I've got to delete some stuff off my PS4. I think that's what's a big part of what's causing the issue, is that there might not be enough storage space for it to run properly, to run the program properly. Or iRacing time. iRacing time would not be unfun, but I think I'm going to go ahead and hit the BRB screen, take a quick moment of pause, and I really do want to play iRacing. Fuck you, you got me. God. But I'm gonna stick to GT7. So I'm gonna hit the BRB screen. I'm gonna go ahead and try and clear some stuff off my hard drive. I'm gonna go get some water, and I'll come back, and we'll hit the 8:30. That's still really frustrating. Like, I can't believe that it keeps happening, but it kind of makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut my mic really quick. You guys, stay tuned. Go get yourself some snacks. Have some fun. And no, I do not Blackstorm. That'd be a big part of why. So I need to go and do that both on my actual console storage, and I need to do that in GT7. So that's exactly what's happening. Alright, thank you guys for being patient. Been kind of holding tight for a moment, trying to get some stuff. I already got the data deleted, got my stuff figured out. So yeah, I just need to kind of get plugged back in. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do one quick daily race B from the back on my alt account, and then I'm going to do one daily race C on the alt, and then we'll call it a stream. But I hope you have a good race, Blackstorm. Sorry, I probably already missed. You're probably deep into it now, but good luck to that. Good luck with that. And if you can hear this, please let me know what you do end up finishing. Just curious. But what I'm going to do now that we're almost ready, let's go back here. There we go. Now all I have to do is that. I can see chat again. Now I'm going to have to hurry still to get back into the lobby in time. I need to also delete some replays off. So I think what I might do is actually tomorrow I'm kind of thinking I might stream some lobbies, I might do some replay reviews, and then get some of that stuff off of my system, period, and then just go from there. But yeah, I just let all my storage get way too full on GT7, so that one's on me. Alright, I have a car. We're going to use the car. Cool. Excellent. Love it. I don't even know if this is going to be a particularly good car. We're here. We're in it. So it's going to be the Ford GT-LM, Dragon Trail Raceway, Race B. Starting from the back. Let's hit it. So bear with me. Let's have some fun. And enjoy some racing. I also feel like we're getting to that point where I need some extra light on the steering wheel cam. Which, that's why sometimes it's just better to... Excuse me. I do know, I have a light. I would need to have it plugged in constantly, but I do have a light, so we could use that. So, I just need to find it. I also don't have any way to mount it on top of the GoPro itself, which would be really nice, but I can probably find another mounting location where it's good and diffused, but still bright and plugged in, constantly getting power, so it will be a non-issue. So I just gotta get that squared up. So I have a light down here by my pedals. You might be able to see something that bleeding if I take my head out of the way, but problem is that thing dies super quickly, so it's not super helpful. Anyways, let's have some fun. Do one race B, one race C, and get on out of here. I missed something in chat. Yo, what's going on, Ibuprofen? Got them popcorn buckets and a thumbs up. Got more thumbs than I got hands. We're going to make it a race anyway. So we'll start from the back. Give you a show. Just like Blackstorm was doing to all those other guys on Race C. And then I'll try and emulate after him. Unfortunately, I was in the Race C. And then my PS4, of course. For the third time this stream, pros. I prepared everything else, but you can't get the stream right. So let's do some racing from the back. Bop, 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 bop. Sorry, I had a little bit too much sugar today. Actually, I'm not sorry. You're getting all of this. This is what it is. You're getting all of it. Have fun. If you don't like it, go to someone else's stream. If you ain't first, you're last. If you ain't last, you're first. Hey, let's get them. Let's go get some money. You forgot to go from last. Facts. Shake and bake. I don't even know what the brake settings I should use are. I don't even know how to drive this car around this track. So we're going to be very, very careful when we fight these guys on the way into one. Hard tires too, remember. Ooh, I definitely gave him a little bump there. Sorry, my bad. A little overzealous, but like, didn't really give me any room to work. Ooh, yeah, this car does not have a lot of grip. My phone fell down, but I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not supposed to be looking at chat anyway. There's a 4.0 and a 2.0 up ahead. It's a 5-lap race. Get a 2 on the brakes. Wowzers, this thing is terrible on throttle. Well, that's free money. Let's try and pass the person who actually started in front of us. But yeah, daily race speed comparably does suck. Comparably sucks. Like, I'll throw that one on. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Double that. Double it and send it on to the next person. This is already going to be a short, I promise. Holy, this thing has no grip! Like, I could have made a better car choice, sure. This is awful. This is atrocious. A little bit of short shifting. This guy's struggling for grip too. We're all out here just slaves to it. I feel like I have to be overly cautious just to keep the car in the window. This thing sucks. And like, granted, I have no practice, so I have no frame of reference, but, you know. This is stupid. This sucks. We get the position, though. That's good. Alright, 3 more laps. That's all we need. Just 3 more damn laps. Holy, this thing is so eager on turn-in. And I understand why that's great, but also it's so annoying when you're not ready for it. Like, it's so off-putting. Especially when you're going into a fast corner and you're like, oh, okay, hardly gonna be terrible. Completely over-rotates. Gone. This whole race has already become a clip. I forget where we started from. We were 15th? So we've made up 5, but like, we really can do a little better. I feel it. Keep it in 3rd. Maybe it'll like it a little bit more. Yeah, it likes 3rd a little bit more through there. It does. Also, if you're getting overlapping music at all, I don't think I'm hearing anything right now, but in the menus there might be a little bit. I'll try and make sure I get that as soon as I can, but just settings, you know, life. Mauricio. Oy vey. You gonna cover it off? What you wanna do here? So if you leave it open, I'm gonna mug ya. Ooh wee. This thing is a handful. This thing's all of this sucks. It's so bad. Like, I understand it. I get the appeal. This sucks. This sucks. Like, I asked for this. I guarantee you True Bloods in the comments is feeling validated as fuck right now. Because we were talking about this race earlier. We were. He's like, Daily Race B sucks. Why does it feel like my road car has more grip than these race cars? I'm like, because you're not getting information from the game. You know what, after driving this, you're goddamn right you're not getting information from the game. It just goes. It just randomly loses grip whenever it feels like it. And that's what's going on here. Meanwhile, Group 4 on medium tires feels way more stuck in. These things need to be on mediums to really even function properly. Which is nuts. I don't know why. That R8 behind is making me nervous. I feel like they shouldn't be, but they are. Anyways, final lap. Let's see if we can make anything happen here. Ooh wee! I felt it start to rotate away from me. I had to correct this with a snap, and I lost time. Like, this car actually makes it forces you to drive it appropriately, but at the same time, it's like a menace. And then that happens. Like, it didn't warn me. And obviously, like, that was a curb drop deal. Like, I know what I did to cause that, but that's so frustrating that, like, no fucking warning. Just like, oh yeah, by the way, you're spinning out. Nothing you can do about it. Bye-bye. Are you gonna be an asshole about this? If you want to be an asshole about this, we can do this some other time. Like, I get that it's 13th, but I'm fighting for 13th, damn it. What's the issue, buddy? Nothing I could cleanly do there. I could have definitely kind of give him a nudge, but nothing I could cleanly do. That one sucked. This race sucks. If I didn't make that very clear, let me make that shit clear right now. That race sucked. Like, while I was doing well, that race was terrible. And, like, good on the people who are having fun with this one. Good on you. Like, props. Because I don't have the damn patience. I do not. I refuse. That was awful. The only person I finished ahead of was a guy who I started right behind because he rage quit. That was atrocious. Never again. Never again. Alright, anyway, moving on. Daily Race C, we have the Mustang. That's the only car I have, as a matter of fact. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to rent. And we're going to do the Corvette. Because we never got our licks in with the Corvette previously. My legs are still itching. Yikes. You know what? You know what? I already, no matter what happens in this race, I already won because I don't have to drive Daily Race B again. I don't. And that is the greatest win of all today. Like, I got 2 victories. The greatest win of all is not doing daily race speed. 1,000 million, 100 kajillion %. Anyways, we got a little bit of time to kill, actually, as a matter of fact. So I think what I'm going to do is we're not going to set a qualifying time, but I think we are going to look at some laps. We're going to investigate. We're going to be sleuthy. We're going to look at the top times. See what they're doing differently. See what we can learn. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel my entry. Go back, qualifying time rankings, and let's look. Let's see what they're doing in the Huracan. Let's see what they're doing in the TT. Let's see what they're doing in the Vantage. We got time to probably view one of each. Man, that sucks. I lost DR off the lost DR off of that race where it discoed again, which that was 2 races. 2 races now. I've lost some DR just from basically the game just not being able to load in and completely bugging out. Even though that was the 3rd time it did that today, which should have been like a, hey, fix your stuff, stupid. Alright, continue. Resume. Using everything up there, braking just past the 50. Down to 90 miles an hour, really getting it up on the inside curb without dipping into the grass. Revving it out just a little bit. Just until you kiss 8.5, or what was that? 8,700 pretty much. Brakes right at 50, only about 50 to 60% pressure maximum and trailing in. Really using everything there is to have there. Really using everything there is to have. Pretty remarkable, if you ask me. Yo, what's going on? Thank you, Raiders. Thank you for the follow, Boiling Point. Thank you, Slushy. Appreciate you guys. It's been a long time. Good to see you, Will. You gonna do one more Black Storm? I appreciate that. I'll hopefully see you on this one. Hopefully not lag out and have the lobby crash again. You lost SR. That sucks, though. Sorry, mate. He said, get raided, biatch. What's good, Revenge? What's good? I lost my focus for a little bit at the end there. I don't think I really have too much time, but to watch one more replay, and then we're gonna go right into the race. It's funny, we're watching the Huracan, the TT, but we're gonna be driving the Corvette, so mostly non-applicable. Or watching the Veyron and the Huracan. How was your stream, by the way? What did you guys? What were you playing? How did it go? What are the details? I want to know. And unto you. Yep, GT7. That's where it's at. I'm guessing you're playing on PS5. That's what I need to upgrade to. That's what I want to upgrade to. I don't need to upgrade for shit, but like, I think that the competition's more stacked on PS5 anyway. So being able to head up, not a bad thing. But I'm gonna be doing race C from the back on this one. Got a couple of victories, worked out well. Yeah, some tough ones, but overall good. Yeah. This one's a fight. It's a drag-out fight. and people want to get all up in your business, and sometimes you have to get real assertive. Still running them clean, but get real assertive, and sometimes they don't catch the hint. Pretty quick through there. They carried a lot of speed through 130. Braking super late, too. And that was remarkable. We're taking just as much curb, but we're not doing it like that. That was like edge to edge. Perfect. Late on the brakes. Down to first. Really get the rotation. Really get the power. You're V'ing off the corner as much as you can there. Goes in. Nice shallow angle. V minimum was 84 through there. That's pretty high. Down to second, get that extra rotation. Up to third. Had to really wait to get on power. Car's pushy. But that's a lap right there. That is a lap if I've seen one. Anyways, let me go ahead and get out of here. I need to get entered for this race. Go get AaronToWin.com. Yeah, absolutely get some food. I'm starting to get hungry myself, and this is going to be my last race, too, for the night. Then racing with Team Wicked. Hell yeah. 28 seconds. This is like the third race I've done where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to just go in with, 20-ish seconds to go. We'll be fine. And it does end up being fine. But my PS4 also crashed 3 times. Or my game crashed 3 times today. So that's always a good time. That's always fun when the whole thing just hits a brick wall, stops, ceases to exist, fails, doesn't do it. No dice. But Race B, terrible. Terrible. That was an omen to not betray the title of the stream and all the stuff that was going on, because this is the race to do. And that was all the convincing I needed. Sitting through that, losing the car on lap 5, all that lack of grip, it was awful. I genuinely thought I was about to lock up again. I genuinely thought it was about to be just curtains again. We're going to be with Black Storm on this one. And I was like, you gotta be effing kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. This is definitely going to be my quota for the week. Like, I've gotten enough GT racing in. I'm happy. The rest of my week is going to be iRacing. The rest of my week is going to be focusing on private lessons and just getting my stuff right and working on my car. Because I've had enough good races. I know where I'm kind of at. I might do a couple off stream, but that'll be about it. Anyways, good luck to you, Black Storm. Still on PS4 yourself? I feel you on that, Boiling Point. Nothing wrong with it. It's still the same game, just idiosyncratic quirks. Oh, Cyrax is back. He was doing really good in the Renault yesterday. Alright. I need to make sure I have my brake balance set properly, but the rest is all money. It's all money. I'm going to go ahead and set my phone up here so I can't see chat really well. If you guys say something to me, I'm not going to see it. I apologize. I just like to lock in, put the blinders on. That kind of fuck. AGT only daily rack. So we'll put it on +3, radar on. Is it going to start us from behind the final corner? That's the question. We'll find the answer. The real question is, will it blend? And you know it will. We have Black Storm in the Lambo, myself in the Corvette. We'll try and give him, we'll terrorize him. Terrorize him from back here, try and get a top 5 finish. Make it shake. Good luck, brother. Right on the top of first as soon as you launch. Settle in. We only got 1 car behind. We got 13 ahead. Let's figure it out. Little light on the way in. And we have to watch out for tire wear, too. This is one of those situations that might behoove me, actually, to go long, or go short. Short first, long later. We'll see. Go outside here. He's going to kind of pinch as much as he can. Gave him a tough time, nowhere to go. Basically forced the position into my hands. Still ran him clean. Annoying, but clean. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. You gotta be a problem for people. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I was looking over to the left, and I should have been looking dead ahead so I could avoid that Audi. That's on me. Alright, let me get my stuff together. These guys aren't going to be too hard to pass, it's going to take some time. Yep, he's out. Marbles. Damn, I really lost out there. If I get up on you, I'll give you a bump draft. Let's make this last race count. Damn, that was a hot entry. Good stuff. Had to mug him a little bit there. That's what we do. Up to 13th. Don't give him an option. Almost dropped it there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. I get it, but, like, come on. Pick it up, please. Just gotta give him the mind pun, honestly. Make him think I'm gonna do it. Definitely some very strange stuff going on. It's a harsh race. He's got the penalty anyway. I'm going to try and work with him until he gets penalized. I'm only losing a marginal amount of time right now. Holy crap, until then. You slowed down so much. And I got my first penalty, everybody. That sucks ass. In fairness, I was taking evasive. Well, let's at least put on a show for these guys. We're still not all that far off the front runners. It's just a tight race. There's still chaos going on in and around us. Fuck, man. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Sorry for the language, guys. I genuinely am, but like this guy is honestly getting on my nerves. Because I'm going to lose that position back anyway, too, is the most frustrating part. Regardless. Yeah, I definitely think we bring it in now. Wouldn't have been a bad idea to try it on that last lap. I don't know if it would have affected our penalty stuff. It shouldn't have, theoretically, but we'd have had to take it later anyway. Sometimes you don't want that. I don't know. Blackstorm, you make this shit look so easy, honestly, then. I'm mildly frustrated, as you guys can all see, but making it look very, very easy. That was not anyone's fault there. I think that there was a mild amount of contact. If it's anyone's fault, it's mine, but I don't think it was anyone's fault. Good. It was good to do the opposite there. Honestly, that was the move. That was the right move. All right, we're gonna come in on the same lap. All right, in lap critical. Let's put some pace on him. Show him what we're made of. Fuck, that was frustrating. It still will be, because I'm going to come out behind them again. Unless they, like, are really up in each other's Kool-Aid, I'm going to come out behind them, and I'm going to have to fight my way past. But I think we can do that pretty easily. It'll still be alright. We just needed to contravene their strategy. Yeah, Corvette was it feels better to me. Like, you can make more mistakes. The car has more problems, but this feels better than McLaren did to me. And McLaren won me a couple races today, so it's a shame. Alright, fresh tires, no fuel. We're on 89. Hello from Team ART. Thank you guys. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm going to try and keep this race rolling. I'm going to come out in 7th, 8th, 9th. We can pass this guy pretty easy, and we're on fresher tires too, so let's make it happen. Not waste any time whatsoever. I'm tired of this. Because Blackstorm's probably, like, in 5th right now. Holy moly. Really put myself out there. It's funny, I expected him to be worse off, but he managed well. But I was able to gather that up to some extent. Yeah, this thing feels way more alive than the McLaren, though. That's the nice part. We know we have the pace, too, so let's just make it happen. Not lose too much more time, because we don't have much time to give here. We want to catch the next pack of cars. Saying right where I am. Get done. Get done. Get cooked. I feel like the most toxic I've been in a minute. Tell me you want it. Come on. If I can just get one more position, I'll be happy. If I can get 7th out of all this. So we're already gapping the crap out of that TT we passed. Little mistake there on turn 1. Happens. I don't know if we go for it here. We did good to hold our own, though, at least. Got 7th. Would have been nice if I could have gotten that blue vantage up ahead. Not sure I hung on blue there, but anything's still possible. The race is not finished yet. We almost reel him in, too, is the crazy part. Yeah, made 7th, though, off of... where did we start? 14th? Yeah, we started 14th, so we made it to 7th. That's good. Oh, I got bumped to B on that last one. Holy crap. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I was like very low A. And I had definitely thrown a few races before that. But I got bumped out to B. So I'm definitely not going back up on this one, but I think this might have been positive progress. Yeah, the guys up front are nuts. And I know that. Like we were racing with them all day yesterday too. And like I couldn't get anything off of them. But I gained some DR back. SR still good. So yeah, good race. I haven't raced that Carlos guy, but I've seen his times. Or Quack, but it speaks for itself. Like, even when I was unencumbered with no racing going on whatsoever, I was not in the 18s at any point in time. So that, I think, says everything it needs to say. Yeah, I didn't have anything for you, though. Not a damn thing for you. We only started 2 positions off, and we finished 2 positions off, which is good, but I couldn't... the pace was there, but I didn't have anything to actually close up the gap. So, anyway, I think that's going to go ahead and do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and check and see what's going on the Twitch side of things. Not Discord. I always get confused with light purple, vibrant purple. Let me see. Last night I raided one of my buddies. I don't think I have anyone who's really doing anything right now, so let's go ahead and see what's up with... Yeah, I see someone else doing the dailies, so they're on PS5. We'll go and rate them. Give me 1 second to get all that facilitated. But thank you guys so much for rating. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. Just thank you guys for being a part of the community, and thank you for watching me race like a little piece of garbage. But with traffic, that's very decent, so that's true. I hope you have a good one, Blackstorm. Again, great racing with you. I'll hopefully catch you some more next week, if not this weekend. But I think for this week, I'm done with the GT streams. I'm going to focus on some other stuff and maybe get a couple races in where I can. Shoot. I already lost it. This damn platform. Anyway, you know how it is. Maybe you don't know how it is. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass. You guys... Until next time, make sure that you take care, race fair, and I'll be seeing you. I'm going to go and get this raid started. If I can spell properly, that is. That's really the contingent here. But you guys, there'll be more iRacing and stuff going on, particularly next week. There might be a little bit going on over the weekend as I start to get ready for the Spa 24, but probably won't be much. So just kind of metering expectations with all that. But if you guys are interested... just stay posted. I'll probably put something up on my story if I am planning on doing something with that. But you guys, let's go ahead and make sure we give a nice warm welcome to Lord Deadline. He's going to be doing some more Daily Race C, so we'll go ahead and see what's up with that. No pun intended. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm going to stick around for a little bit in the chat, but I'm going to go ahead and grab some food directly after. Later!